You must be my sweet angel. Daddy's come to pick you up. You're so pretty, which means that you got my good looks.
She's his daughter. You need to return her to him. What are you talking about? She's not your daughter.
What?
Trouble Busters!
I'm exhausted and starving. What's for dinner?
I'm preparing dinner now. Could you wait a few more minutes? Sorry about this.
You knew that I was on my way home. Why to wait? You're a housewife. This is about the only thing that you do, and you can't even get it right.
I'm sorry, Ken. Dinner's almost ready.
I was really busy today and worked hard, and dinner's not even ready. This sucks. What do you do at home every day anyway? You must have had a lot of time on your hands. I'm sure you're not hungry because you don't work, but I'm starving. Don't you get it?
I feel bad, Ken. If you could let me know a little bit earlier when you're coming home, I can have everything on the table for you.
Why do you expect so much from me? I'm busy. I'm sure that by now you have a pretty good idea of when I might come home.
You make it seem like I have nothing to do all day, but that's not true. Being a housewife is no easy job, okay?
Don't make me laugh. You live off of my money and you don't need to worry about going into work every day. I can't get any easier than that. Stop putting additional pressure on me, okay? As my wife, you should be able to predict when I'm coming home.
Okay, I'll make more of an effort.
Good, that's what I wanted to hear. Is dinner ready now? I've been waiting for quite some time now.
Yes, it's ready. Let me bring it to you. Here you go. Enjoy.
Fish? Are you kidding me? I hate fish! How many times do I have to tell you that? I want some meat! The fish alone isn't gonna make me full.
You ate a lot of meat yesterday, so I wanted to cook you a healthier menu tonight.
I don't mind having some fish as a side dish, but I also want some meat! I'm sure I told you this many times before, but I want at least one meat dish with every meal. I'll eat the fish as long as you promise to make me something else with meat in it.
I'm not a professional chef and I can't make so many dishes for one meal.
So you're saying that I'm stuck with just fish tonight?
That's not all. You have some spinach on the side and rice to go with the fish.
I don't see any meat anywhere! Dang!
Well, that's because I didn't prepare anything with meat tonight.
This totally sucks. I was looking forward to dinner after a long day of work, and this is what I have to come home to? I don't want to eat this. I'm going out to eat some steak at a restaurant. You can have my fish.
My name is Helen and I'm a housewife, but before that, I had an actual career. I met my husband Ken through work and was thrilled to be married to him, but things were not how I imagined them to be. While we were still dating, Ken was the perfect gentleman and he treated me well, but things changed after we were married. He's a completely different person. I can't believe that he played me. He's not the nice person that I thought he was. But I didn't want to give up so easily on the marriage. I did what I could to make him happy. I thought about what I would cook for him and tried to be creative so that he wouldn't get tired of my cooking.
Why do you spend so much time thinking about recipes? You're wasting your time.
How is this funny? I'm doing this all for you.
And look at that apron of yours. You look ridiculous. Why that apron? Looks terrible on you. Can't you make an effort to dress more sexily? I feel like you've given up on your looks altogether after we got married. You dress like a comedian if you ask me.
Ken had a point. I'd picked out this apron because it was practical, not because it looked cute on me.
You're no longer the young, attractive woman I fell in love with. People might think that you're middle-aged already. I think you should do something about the way you dress before it's too late.
Ken would mock me like this on a daily basis, and I didn't appreciate it. Was Ken taking out the stress of his work onto me? He was coming home late every night, so he must be busy. For a second, I thought he might be cheating on me, but I decided that would be too cruel, even for Ken. But I was right in having those bad feelings because it turned out that Ken was having an affair. One day, I was on the way to the supermarket when I saw Ken on a date with another woman. Who is that woman next to Ken? They look very chummy. Ken, what are you doing? I thought you had work today. And who is this?
Oh, hey, are you out to the supermarket?
Yes, I am, but could you please answer my question first? Who is she and what are you two doing out together?
She's my girlfriend and we're engaged.
Oh, you're his wife, the one that he's about to divorce. I feel bad for you, clearly. Ken wants to be with me, so... Did I just hear that right? Is Ken allowed to be engaged to someone else while we're still married? Ken's married to me, so I don't see how he's engaged to you. Besides, this is the first time I'm hearing about you. Well, as Ken mentioned, I'm going to be Ken's wife soon. He loves me so much more than you. You can do us a favor by agreeing to divorce him ASAP. You're just trying to justify your affair. Ken, say something. Don't you feel bad about what you're doing to me? Ken, make her stop. She's scaring me.
Ellen, you need to calm down. Don't make a scene in public. And don't you do anything to intimidate Mia. She's much younger than you.
What the hell is your problem? I have every right to be shocked and furious. I'm the victim here. Here, take this. It'll make you feel better. Buy yourself something nice with this.
Mia's father is a successful CEO. He comes from a good family. And as you can see, she's beautiful. She's perfect in every way.
I can get you more money if the amount I just gave you isn't enough. By the way, I'm pregnant with Ken's child. So as you can see, I'm the one who should be married to Ken. Ken, I can't believe you would do this to me, you monster.
Mia and I are in love. It's fitting that we have a baby together, don't you think? You should be happy for me.
Don't be so angry. We didn't mean for everything to happen so quickly and for us to fall in love like this. I'm pregnant, so you have to be nice to me. I was speechless after finding out that Ken had impregnated his lover, Mia. Mia had just given me $150,000 in cash. I'd never seen so much money in my life. My initial reaction was to sue Ken, but seeing that Mia had already given me more than enough money, I didn't know what to do. So I decided to divorce Ken. I wonder what's wrong with me. Did I eat too much? My stomach hurts so much. My period is late.
Congratulations, you're pregnant!
What?
I hope that this is a pleasant surprise for you. I promise to make you happy for the rest of your life, Mia.
I love you so much, Ken. It wasn't an easy decision, but I decided to raise my baby as a single mother. Sarah, are you ready to go?
I'm almost ready, Mommy.
You're gonna be late for kindergarten. You look so adorable when you dance.
I love dancing. It's so much fun. I want to be a professional dancer when I grow up.
That would be great. Sarah, we really need to get going though. After becoming a mother, I went back to work at my previous employer. Some of my colleagues knew about my divorce from Ken, and they were very considerate of my feelings. I was completely over Ken at that point though. It made things easier for me because Ken had already quit the company by the time I was back at work. He was now working at Mia's father's company. To be honest, I never wanted to see either of them again. It would be too aggravating for me. One day I was out in the city with Sarah.
I'm a pretty dancer. Yes, I am.
You're such an adorable dancing young lady.
Thank you, that's so nice of you to say.
I'm not sure if you've heard of me before, but your daughter would be perfect for my team. Show me your moves. Ah, that's brilliant.
I'm sorry to interrupt all the fun, but...
Sorry, I got a little carried away. This is so fun, and your daughter is so talented. It's not every day that I discover a genius like her.
Thank you for taking interest in my daughter, but she's not interested in working in the entertainment industry.
Mommy, you're wrong. I'm very interested. My dream is to become a world-famous pop star. Anytime I get to make a wish, that's what I wish for.
Actually, that is true.
Then she should definitely give it a go. Her talents are too good to waste. Why don't we sit down and talk some more at my office?
Wow, you have an office in this building? You work for a really famous talent agency.
So now you trust that you're in good hands? I'm sure that your daughter will fit right in. See? Look how much fun she's having with the other children. I can see that she's very passionate about singing and dancing.
The talent agent was right. Sarah looked so happy doing what she loved, so I made the decision which I thought would make her even happier. After joining the talent agency, Sarah became famous and popular right away, and everyone wanted her to star in their works.
Mommy, how long can I continue working as a child pop star and actress?
As long as you want.
Yay, that makes me so happy. I want to continue working as long as I can.
Well, you don't have to decide right away. If you find a new passion, you can pursue that too.
Helen, you're being too easy on Sarah. You can't succeed in the entertainment business if you're not devoted.
I used to work in the entertainment industry as a child too, but it's not that easy, you know. Ken, Mia, what are you two doing here?
Helen, you're mediocre as always.
Ken, I hardly recognize you.
You must be my sweet angel. Daddy's come to pick you up.
What in the world are you talking about, Ken?
Sarah's my daughter, right?
She's his daughter. You need to return her to him. Ken and Mia figured out that I was the mother of a popular child star named Sarah and came to see us. Ken took interest in his daughter after finding out that she had a very successful career in the entertainment industry. This is why she had come to visit her at the talent agency. Actually, Sarah is not Ken's daughter, and we all know that Mia has nothing to do with Sarah, so please leave us alone.
Shut up, Helen! Timing-wise, Sarah's got to be my daughter.
Don't you feel sorry for Sarah that she doesn't get to grow up with her father by her side?
That's right. Sarah would be better cared for if she lived with Mia and I. Besides, Mia and I are much better off financially, and we could support Sarah's dream to succeed in the business. From the way that you dress, it's clear that you don't have that much money. I thank you for giving birth to beautiful Sarah, but I'm her father. She got her good looks from me. I'm glad that she took after me and not you.
It's because Sarah inherited her father's good looks that she's doing so well as a pop star. Let's play a big part in Star's success, you know.
If you agree to let Sarah live with us, you'll be compensated fairly. I'm sure that you can make good use of the money.
You shouldn't rely on Sarah to support you financially. That's not the type of pressure you want to put on a young child. You don't want to be a toxic mother.
If I were you, I'd listen and hand over Sarah. We know some important people in the industry, and if word gets out that you're toxic mother to Sarah, they will want me to have custody of her.
I couldn't believe what Ken was saying to me. It had not been easy for me to bring up Sarah as a single mother, but I did the best I could. I couldn't always attend Sarah's school events because I had a full-time job, and I felt bad about that. There were times when Sarah got upset that she didn't have a father like her other classmates. But I wasn't going to let someone like Ken take Sarah away from me. She was my only family. And I knew that Ken and Mia were only interested in Sarah because of all the media attention she was getting.
Why don't you make this easy for everyone and hand Sarah over to us? We promise to keep her happy. Mommy, I know that man is not my daddy. I won't go with them, so you have nothing to worry about. Even if I were related to him, I wouldn't consider him as my daddy.
Thank you for saying that, Sarah. I feel better now.
Have you made up your mind yet? We don't have all day.
Sarah belongs with us and you know it.
How much longer are you gonna make us wait?
Ken, calm down. You can't come in here and demand that I hand over Sarah. Sarah's Ken's daughter and you have no right to keep her from him.
I want to stay here with my mommy.
Don't talk back to me like that, you little brat.
May I ask what you're doing to my wife and daughter?
What? You're married to Helen? You're that famous backup dancer, aren't you?
Are you really married to Helen?
Yes, this is my husband, Alan.
What? I had no idea. Alan's super famous. Why would he marry a loser like you? Helen and I are childhood friends. She's been very supportive of my career from the very beginning when no one knew who I was. I knew that Helen was married before, but now that I've met you, I feel a lot better. Sorry to say, but you're not at all what I expected. What do you mean by that? I find you to be crass and rude, and you don't deserve to be with someone special like Helen. Don't appreciate the way you're talking to my wife and daughter. If you don't leave them alone, I'll have to trouble buster you both! I'm Sarah's real father. You and I both know it. I'm allowed to ask her to live with me as her father.
How many times do I have to tell you that Sarah's not your daughter?
She has to be. You conceived her around the time that we got divorced. I know she's mine.
Alan's already officially adopted Sarah, so you have no right to try to take her from us. It's true that you're her biological father, but legally, Alan is Sarah's father now. Where were you when Sarah and I really needed you? That's right, you were too busy spending time with Mia. Alan is a great father to Sarah. He takes really good care of her, and they get along really well. If you care about Sarah, you would let her go and let her be happy with Alan and I.
I miss my daughter and I want to see her, okay? There's no harm in that. Would you allow me to spend the day with Sarah? I'd like to get to know her.
That's a blatant lie. You're only going to try to take Sarah away from me. Mia, I heard that your father's company went out of business because of some wrongful trades. You and Ken only came here because you wanted to steal Sarah's money. I also heard that he borrowed a lot of money from some bad people and that he is deep in debt.
Well,
Since you know what we're going through, can't you help us out? You had tricked me into falling for her, but I regret leaving you. She wasn't even pregnant. And now we're both broke. I wanted to apologize to you and get back with you, but because Mia's family's connections to the mafia, I couldn't do that.
Ken, don't make me look like the bad guy here. That's not fair. You told me that you fell in love with me because I was young and beautiful and so different from Helen. You went on and on about how much you loved me and how eager you were to end things with Helen. Don't blame me because things didn't go as planned. You should still love me even if we're broke. I feel sorry for Ken and Mia. They seem so unhappy. I bet they're being punished for being so cruel to my mommy.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. These two are being selfish, which is why things didn't work out for them.
For a second, I thought that you wouldn't make it at all today.
I'm a bit of a superstar, so I'm allowed to be a little late. I wouldn't have missed coming here today. You two mean the world to me, and I would do anything to protect you. When I found out about what was going on, I asked my manager if I could come home earlier than planned. I would have come here sooner, but my flight was delayed.
How was filming overseas? Are you enjoying it or is it mostly hard?
I've been overseas for a year now, so I'm used to it.
We miss living in the same house as you, Alan.
Stop slicking off, you two! We were only taking a short break. We'll get back to work right away, sir.
Could you please let me go? He deceived me. He's the one that needs to be punished.
Hey, don't try to blame this on me. You tricked me first. Stop arguing and get back to work. I'm your master, and you have to do everything that I say. Now, try to get through this fire hole in your gorgeous costumes. That's impossible. We'll get seriously burned and it's dangerous. Well, don't give up before trying. Now, I want to see you in action. Go on. I don't have all day. If you disobey me, you won't be getting any supper tonight. I don't want to. I'm scared of fire.
It's too hot. I don't want to do this anymore. Somebody help me.
Was that a complaint? I won't allow you to whine about the situation. You've ruined my mood. You two are only getting a glass of water for supper tonight. Please don't do this to us. We're starving.
While Ken and Mia were enduring their punishment, things for my family and I were going really well. And she and Alan are now starring in the same movie. Some people complain that Sarah was benefiting from the fact that Alan, her father, was a famous actor, and that she was just using his connections to land big jobs. But over time, people saw that Sarah was a great actress on her own merit. And as their wife and mother, I'm loving watching the two of them succeed in their careers. My favorite time of day is when the two of them come home for dinner and we all sit down to talk about our days. I don't need an extravagant lifestyle. As long as Alan and Sarah are in my life, I'm the happiest woman alive. Ken and Mia got what they deserve for being so greedy. Trouble busters.